Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to THFA Productions. I'm Oakley, and today we're going to be picking apart a subsection of the GDC presentation made by Bungie about Destiny. This is going to be the character development video, so I slow it down, and we're going to break it down a little bit, and make sure to check out our other videos where we cover the whole conference in general. So you can see early character renders, just to see the physics and how they would move. They're not colored or anything. And right here, this is going to be a Cabal that's fallen, and this is interesting right here. They show a little bit of a clip of this monster. It might be a Cabal without his uniform, but here I also noticed in a previous video, this is from the PS4 video, you see one of the similar looking monsters right there. So who knows if that's like maybe one of the main enemies you might see in dungeons. Otherwise, here, early concept of the Vex, the time traveling robots that are moving around. And in here, their unifying theme is going to be the bronze, battered metallic look. And yeah, they're pretty cool the way they move and function. Bungie wanted all the races to look, feel, and play differently. So here's the Vex, this robotic race, and I'm sure we'll see a lot of cool stuff coming out from them. Probably some larger robot classes and models, along with these just normal soldiers. And here you can see some concept art. I'm mixing other images we've seen before, so this is some concept art for the Vex. And here you can see them here. Bungie said in the conference they played around with them coming out of the water, and so you'll have enemies approaching you from different areas while you're playing around the game, so you're never safe. And they're trying to see new ways that the Vex will come into play. And the Vex have also been noted to have a really cool way that they die. Here you can see some other concept art. Here's a Cabal with a really heavy weapon. Here's some early concepts of the Fallen. You can see there some of them had 2 arms, others had 4. The final version has 4 arms, as you can see right here. This is probably a captain with his cape, and they have these cool energy blade kind of swords, which I think looks really cool. The glowing electric look looks awesome. I'm sure some of this was kind of inspired from the fantasy outlook that Bungie had first. They always want these swords to be in here, and the Fallen have been noted to be this nomadic race of that has split into various factions. So here you have a fallen captain right here in one of the dungeons. Here you have some fallen who are classified, I believe, as the space pirates. So they have sub factions, and there you can see a spider tank in the back. So the fallen are definitely going to be an interesting race to fight and play against, and they have their own rich culture, history, background, and look. So I'm really excited to see this. And I like this character development video because it shows us a lot of cool new stuff. And here you can see the Cabal, excuse me. These are the big tank-like guys, heavily armored, huge weapons. These guys are going to inhabit Mars. And here you can see them without their masks on, so they're ferocious-looking beasts. People have described them as grunts kind of on steroids. So they're these big, lumbering characters that you'll be able to fight. And they'll obviously, pack a punch and be able to take a lot of damage. And as I said earlier, you're going to see them on Mars, especially in the... I'm going to show a little bit of screen art soon. This is going to be the exclusion zone right here on Mars, where you can fight the Cabal for territory. Here you can see one of them standing guard outside of Charlemagne's tomb, so that's a place you can raid. Here you can see some more Cabal moving in a pack, various weapons. It looks like they have bayonets. And right here, this is going to be the Hive. So these guys were previously known as space zombies. Here, Bungie has fleshed them out into more of a particular race rather than just zombies. They have a hierarchy, and they look really cool. I mean, they have zombie features. They move really mobile. They look here decrepit and run down, kind of like a flood type of look. So they look really cool and scary, especially if you run into them in dungeons. And I think they look really awesome. And here's some early concept art. And in the middle, you can see one of their higher level guys, maybe a leader. And he's got the long red cape, which I think looks cool. And it works well with the zombie theme. They kind of look like a vampire right there. So they have that whole look going for them. And then here, Bungie in this video shows off the human races and the human classes. So right here, this is going to be the hunter. You can see the way they look is pretty awesome. You have various capes and things you can put on. Here in the back was some early concept art. In the middle, I think that's going to be the Warlock. So on the top right shoulder, or at least top right of the image, you could have seen one of his small assistants. Here you can see the Titan class, heavily armored. And at the end, Bungie shows off slow pans of the various classes, which look really cool, really decked out. So here you can see the Titan, basically the futuristic equivalent of a full-on knight, heavily armored. It's got a lot of cool weapons, armor that you can customize and pick up loot. And each class will have its particular set of items and weapons and armor that you can put on that fits them more predominantly, and it looks good. And you can mix and match any sort of variety or permutation of those. But I'm just glad to pick apart this video and more importantly, just slow it down so you can appreciate all the details and the glory that is in this concept art or in these models, the models right here. Next is going to be the Warlock. So the Warlock wields sort of magical abilities, power they can draw from the Traveler, and they're characterized by being mostly 80% cloth and about 20% armor, so they're going to have long cloaks and hoods and stuff like that. So they definitely have their own neat look, but of course they're going to have guns as well, so reliance on guns and magic is really cool, and I'm looking forward to seeing how these guys play. Right there you can see a cape that he's wearing. This is the Hunter. Hunters also have capes. They're about 50% armor, 50% cloth. I believe that cape right there is one of the unique exotic capes that you can pick up. They've said you can have glow-in-the-dark capes. Check out the video right here. We talk more about customization. But anyways, you can have bones and stuff on you, wristbands, all this cool stuff. So yeah, this character development video is just a quick glimpse into the amount of detail that Bungie's put into this. I would go ahead and check out the other videos if you haven't already, where we dive into everything from the GDC. So check out those videos. I have one where I trim down what would have been a 60-minute conference down into 10 minutes, where I'd look at everything but in a quicker fashion, and then we break down the various other points in videos that I'll post here. So I would go ahead and check those out because they contain a lot more information. Anyways, I've been Oakley with THFE Productions, and we'll see you guys next time. Stay tuned for more content. See ya.